guys, so today I'm bringing you another Friday Reads, and for once my lighting looks good because it is a sunny day out. I am really reliant on natural light. I do just use the lights in my room to kind of light my videos, but thankfully it's sunny. It's been kind of gross here lately and rainy, so that's why my videos have kind of had that weird tint to them. So this week I've read a couple of things. I'm drinking my smoothie while I'm doing this, which is this lovely green color because I put kale in my smoothie. But that's really good. So I read The Bees by Laline Paull, I think. I picked this up at the recommendation, not at the recommendation, I should say. I don't think she had read it yet, but Becca on BookTube had this in a haul, and she had the UK version because obviously she's British. But hers was hardback and black and had a really nice design. Unfortunately, the Canadian edition is not hardback, it is a softback, but I actually really like this cover. It's pretty, it's like a nice kind of mint green with the bees all over it, and they're all shiny. And they're on the side and on the back. I really enjoyed this. I read this Friday afternoon after I got done work. Literally read it in one sitting. It was fantastic. Highly recommend it. It's probably one of my favorite books that I've read this year so far. Basically, Flora 717 is born as a sanitation worker and she works her way up the ranks of the hive. And yeah, it's just really neat. I am going to do a full review of this on Monday, so I'm not going to give too much away because I've decided to start trying to do more reviews on this channel. I get really lazy about them, mostly because I read so quickly and I talk about all my books in my Friday reads and stuff. But yeah, so this will actually have a full review. Next up, I read The Kraken Wakes by John Wyndham. I decided to kind of set aside Good Omens a bit this week. It's not winning me over, and that's really unfortunate because I love Neil Gaiman, but it's just not my favorite. And like, I see other people's reviews whose opinions I really respect and they love it, and I'm just like, I'm struggling to get through it. So I switched to Kraken Wakes. I started this on Sunday and I finished this 2 nights ago. Yeah, so I picked this one up because I was going to the aquarium that day and I was like, I kind of feel like reading a Wyndham, and it was between this and The Midwich Cuckoo, and I'm like, no, this is more fitting for going to the aquarium. So yeah, I really like this. It is really creepy. Basically, it starts and you know the world's kind of changed, but you don't know how. And it starts with this couple. They are reporters in like the 1950s. First of all, shout out to John Wyndham for writing strong female characters, because Phyllis was fantastic. Yay, A+ for that. He always tends to write really strong female characters that are like just really great. I like Wyndham for that. But yeah, so basically these meteors come and the couple watches it on their honeymoon, but nobody knows what they're doing. They're just landing in the ocean and they kind of think maybe they're attacks or something, but nobody thinks that they're aliens. But then, you know, stuff starts to happen, ships start sinking, and they're trying to figure stuff out as to why the ships are sinking, and they're trying to figure out, all of a sudden all these sea tanks come up on the land and start abducting people, and it's really good. You never find out what the aliens look like, and it's kind of divided up into 3 phases, and phase 1 kind of sets the stage and it's a little bit slower, but once you get into phase 2 and 3, it's really great. I do recommend this if you like science fiction. Apparently Wyndham wrote this as a kind of counterpoint to Wells' War of the Worlds as to how else an alien invasion could go. So this was really interesting. So those are the 2 books I actually finished this week. I made a little bit of progress in Good Omens, not a lot. Like I said, I'm just not really getting into it. And I'm debating setting it aside even though it kills me, and I'm like almost 200 pages in and it's still not getting any better. Like, I don't know. If you guys have read this and you like this, please encourage me to finish this because I love Neil Gaiman. Does it get better, or am I just missing the point? Is this just not a Neil Gaiman book for me? I don't know. I also made a little bit of progress in Adolphe by Benjamin Constant, but I kind of stopped carrying this around because I was carrying around The Kraken Wakes instead, because it's nice and small and fit in my purse easily. So I intend to finish this week. I do really like this. I just need to get back into it. And And now for a book that I have not finished, and I will not finish, is The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart. I read 136 pages of this, and it was repetitive and dull, and very much like a series of unfortunate events, which I enjoyed at the time, but upon rereading, found them repetitive and dull. I am not going to finish this. This is a DNF for me. I don't often do this with books. I normally try and persevere and finish them, but I did not enjoy this. I do not recommend this book. I was hoping for something fun and kind of, you know, interesting. No, not gonna finish this. This is going into my box of books that are going to go to the used bookstore to sell. So, did not finish that. I made that decision this week that I was just not gonna finish it. So that is my Friday reads, and I will see you guys on Monday with my review of my full review of The Bees. And have a great weekend, guys. Bye!